why are you upset at another woman? Why are you upset at another woman who is giving your man what he need and desire if you're not doing it? You understand? Now we talking about sex now. Now we're going there. How could you get upset if another woman is giving him encouragement, if he's going to another woman's house to get dinner, but you're not cooking for him? What do you expect him to do? You're not cooking for him. You don't respect him. So if he found another woman who respect him and he's like, look, I'm going to be at her house. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. How you upset? You ain't thinking about fixing him a hot plate. You ain't doing nothing for him. And see, this is why I keep telling you guys that it's very important that you practice polygyny. It's very important that you have other women that you are with, that you are getting to know, that is your companion. Because a lot of times you might be with a woman that's just not doing what you need. And you need a helpmate. The woman that you got that you might think is your wife, girlfriend, baby mama, she might not even be doing her job, bro. So you need another woman. Just as the Bible teach. The Bible clearly says, if he take him another wife, her food and raiment shall he not diminish. But when you tell this to these modern women today, they start acting crazy. I don't believe in that. I ain't sharing no man. I ain't doing this. Woman, how many men you slept with? You shared your vajayjay. So please don't tell me you're not into sharing. Just stop. And see, guys, anytime women play the anti-polygyny role, all you got to do is just ask them these questions. What's your body count? How many men you slept with? You know, because if she tell you, oh, more than 10, then she's into sharing. She shared her body with 10 different men, bro. That's bad. That's not good. You understand? That's not good at all. You sharing your body with all these men, and then when a man talk about polygyny, you say you ain't into sharing your man, but you shared your body already. And if you got kids out of wedlock from 3 different men, how dare you say anything against a man teaching on polygyny? And you got 3 baby daddies. It makes no sense. This is why I don't listen to none of these women. When I talk about polygyny, I don't care how these women feel. They don't even have a man. They don't even have one man, and they're worried about me. And they're not even trying to be my woman. That's crazy. They'll get mad because I teach on polygyny, but they're not even trying to be my woman. They're not even trying to be my lady, but they're upset because I'm teaching you guys to practice polygyny. You should never settle down with no one woman. Never. That's a bad deal. Especially when she's not serving you. You know? You're supposed to be fruitful and multiply, guy. You're supposed to. If you just with one woman, you're going to be stressed out. You literally will grow old and die. Having more than one woman is actually what keeps you young. I promise you. Having other women that you talk to, experience is what keeps you young. Women know that. They know that already. They want you to die young so they could get your pension. So they could take over your bank accounts, your savings, all these other things, and go out there and find another man. It's really bad out here. And because of this, we all suffer right now. A lot of us brothers are suffering because our women refuse to be a helpmate. You know? They refuse to be a helpmate. And I'm like, this ain't gonna never work out. So in order for you guys to really build a family, it's gonna take a miracle from God to find the right kind of woman. Because in today's day, what you're gonna find is 304s. You're gonna find women of the night. You're gonna find women that just want to play, have an experience. You're just gonna find women that just wanna sleep around. You're not gonna find women that want love, commitment. They don't care about that because they already was hurt 1,000 times. So love is out of the picture. They can't love. They can't pair bond. They can't pair bond anymore. And this is just the way it is in today's day. It's not about worrying about them. It's about the message has to be out there. See, this is the problem. A lot of times we do these messages, people be like, don't worry about this and don't worry about that. That's not how you deal with truth. It's not about worrying. I have a wife. And if I want to find concubines, I can find them. That's easy. We dealing with serious issues on the fact that men are suffering because they can't find a helpmate. See, a lot of women, they don't understand what a helpmate is. We're not talking about a woman that a man need to screw. We're talking about a helpmate. Any man can find a woman to screw. A man can go pay for that. That's easy. But when it comes to finding a helpmate, that right there is rare. Because modern women do not follow God. And if they don't follow God, they have no principles. Do you understand? So they're not going to be eligible to be a helpmate because it's not in their heart to serve. It's not in their nature to serve. And it's just the way it is. But these messages must go out there so that women can understand that they're going to be used. Now, here's the thing. To all the women that refuse to be helpmates, they refuse to serve, they refuse to cater to a man, they refuse to get with a righteous man, they're just going to get ran through, pump, dump, left with babies. I promise you. If you're a woman and you're anti-polygyny, anti-wife, anti-submitting, then you're just going to get pumped and dumped. I promise you, all the guys that are in the chat and in the clouds may end up pumping and dumping you, or they may get with you trying to build something on a serious level, but because you didn't want that, it's like he already slept with you. He never really tried to pump and dump you. How many of you guys been there? How many of you guys been with a woman that you were really trying to build with? You weren't trying to pump and dump her, but it was like a pump and dump because you got to pump her, but she dumped you. Ain't that crazy? Because she didn't really want a relationship. She just wanted to play. So it doesn't matter if you're evil or good. Women are going to get pumped and dumped automatically. It's just the way it is, bro. A lot of you guys, you might have ran into a woman that you were really trying to build with. For whatever reason, y'all were intimate. And then she broke off the relationship with you. You already done banged her 2 or 3 times. Or 1 time. It doesn't really matter. But the point is, you weren't trying to hit it and quit it. You really liked her. You really cared about her. You really was catching feelings. For some reason, she ain't want it. So it feels like, it almost feels like you pumped and dumped her, but really you didn't. That wasn't your intention. But it happened that way. It happened that way where you were intimate with her, but it didn't go nowhere because she never really wanted a stable relationship. You see? So the truth of the matter is, if a woman is not following the Most High, she's gonna get ran through, pumped, dumped, smash, dash, and have a pile of kids in the process. And these are the signs for you brothers to know that something is wrong. If you run into a sister and she got 3, 4, 5 kids by different men, that's a problem. You know? Some women might say, no, I'm a good woman. I'm this, I'm that. 4 baby daddies? I beg to differ. 4 baby daddies is a sign that there's a problem. That means you didn't learn your lesson. And I'm definitely not taking care of your kids. You can forget about that. You know, I'm not doing that. Shout out to this Geraldo and Los for the super chat. My favorite line were, My favorite line, where's your husband? Yeah, that's the line I'm going to always use. Always going to use that line of where's your husband. That's the greatest line to use on women because they don't understand how serious this is. This is real talk. You know, again, to all the ladies that are in the clouds and in the chat, listen to me very carefully because a lot of you ladies, you keep getting mad with me. And all I'm doing is speaking the truth. Remember, ladies, always remember this. Always remember this. I'm speaking truth. I don't know you personally. I'm not around you to see what you do. I don't see who you with. So if my words bother you, it is because the truth hurts. And you know I'm speaking the truth. Because if I wasn't, if I was just some a-hole who's just talking ish, and you're just such a great woman, you wouldn't even care about me. Because you know who you are. So me speaking cannot stop you from getting a man. But the proof of the pudding is if you don't have a husband, it speaks volumes of where you are. No matter what you say, because if you're a woman and you know there are quality men out there, why you ain't gravitating towards that man? I know why. Because there's things about him you disagree with. This is why I always teach on polygyny, because I don't want none of you women around me if you anti-polygyny. I don't want none of you women around me. I'm not even wasting time. I'm not even trying to flirt. I'm not even trying to play this little game like, oh, I'm single and I'm looking for this. If you're anti-polygyny, stay away from me, fam. Stay away from me. I don't want that. You see? And it is what it is. That's just the way it is in today's day. People don't understand that you have wicked women and then you have good women. A wicked woman bring nothing but pain to a man. That's all she do. Problems. She just brings problems to this man. She don't know how to cooperate with him. Nothing. She just brings him down. And it's not a good thing. You know? As a woman, you're supposed to recognize the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good, the bad, and the ugly. So I'm going to always ask the question, where is your husband? Doesn't matter who you are, what you feel, how you think. If you're such a good woman, you should have a good man leading you. Because you can't lead yourself as a woman. You can't lead yourself. You can't lead yourself as a woman. You need a man to lead you. You know? And without that man, you're going to just fall victim to the wiles of the devil. That's just the way it is. You know, there's no way around it. You know? So, the joy of a good woman, she brings a man peace. But how are you going to have that peace if you don't follow the Most High? Let's listen again to what Rollo had to say.
Like I watched Kevin. He be with his wife. They be doing different things. They just recently got a boat. And, you know, they in Florida. Shout out to them. They work together. They got their own channels. They work together, boom, 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 bringing in income. You know, she got more subscribers than him. That's besides the point. They working together, boom, 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 boom. Money coming in. Next thing you know, they building up. That's how it's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be. See, ladies, what he's talking about is what he's seeing from the outside. Rollo is looking from the outside, looking in, and he can see the success of how when a man has a helpmate, he's able to grow and have peace and build. But it's like our women, they don't want that. They don't want to help with nothing. That's crazy. They don't want to help, bro.
But a lot of you ladies, you don't want to help. You don't want to help the man. You want to see the man struggle. You want to see the man suffering. And then when he finally get his break, now you try to get in his life. He don't want you in his life.
Wow, he don't want you in his life now. He just got his big break. He's successful. He's doing good. His business is popping.
Becomes cold. Or he doesn't want to talk to you because he had to do it himself.
He had to do it himself. How many of you guys are trying to build what you're building by yourself? You're trying to do what you got to do by yourself. And the women that claim they rock with you, they're not supportive of what you're doing. They're not supportive. We're not talking about sex, ladies. We're not talking about that. We're talking about you being supportive in what that man do. Supportive. Imagine this, brothers. Imagine you're a talented musician. A talented musician, and you play all types of music. You're just very talented. You're very gifted at what you do. But you don't understand music theory. You don't understand how to use certain software to produce music. There's a learning curve, which means you got to learn how to do this. You got to learn all these different things, and time is of essence. But you got a woman in your life. She see you doing what you're doing, and you always tell her how you just need time to focus on the music rather than trying to learn all of this equipment and all this other stuff. Rather than that woman say, you know what? Let me learn how to use this software. Let me get these tutorials. Let me get involved. Let me get involved for my man. Today's women don't do that. But women of the other nations do. And see, this is one of the biggest problems that we have to address. And I'm telling you, this is sad. I know guys, black men. I know black men that have gotten with non-black women. Now listen, this ain't a knock to you sisters. At the same time, I got to tell you the truth. And it hurts. And I seen the results, and it's shocking. I know guys that was in the hood. They always loved the sisters. And for whatever reason, these women weren't there to rock with these brothers when these guys was going through their struggle to get themselves together. But the minute these brothers got out of the neighborhood, took some trips, got out the state, traveled a little bit, got with a woman of the other nations, not necessarily Caucasian, it could be any woman that is non-black, these men began to grow fast. I don't know what happened. These men appear peaceful. These men started businesses. I know brothers that are doing so well right now. So well. And I don't contact them. I don't be like, trying to, like how it is when certain people get successful and they got money and you always try to hang around them like y'all buddy, because you're trying to get something out of these brothers. I know a lot of guys that got money, a lot of brothers that got money, and I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? But you have people like that they know people that got bread and they try to hang around them because they trying to get something out of them. I'm not that type of brother. You know what I mean? But I know guys that once was broke, and these guys are successful right now. Live in a beautiful community. And I know them. I don't ask them for anything. I say what up every now and then or pass through their pages or whatnot. But these men are at peace because they got with the right woman. And it is a sad indictment that a man is able to find peace outside of his own women. And these very same brothers that I communicate with tell me all their stories. Fam, I watch your videos. Salute to you, bro. You ain't lying. I'm telling you, man, I gave all these sisters opportunity. These brothers would tell me all the horror stories, how many sisters they dated, they tried to wife up, they tried to settle down with, but these women would not want to help them with nothing. They just wanted to go out. They wanted to go to restaurants. But when he found that other woman, the woman was very supportive. She wanted to learn about what he's into. She wanted to read books to help him. She would go to the library to do research for him. My goodness, man. Woman went to the library to do research for him, just so that he can have what is needed. And that's exactly what Rollo was talking about in the clip. That's exactly what he was talking about. You know? That's exactly what he was talking about. I don't know who he was talking about in the clip, but he was talking about a man that got with a particular woman, and for whatever reason, the brother is successful. Why can't our women have that mindset of knowing purpose? And I tell ladies this all the time. Y'all gotta stop this independent thing. Y'all gotta stop looking at a man as your competition and start recognizing that he is the closest thing to God that you will ever have. Do you understand that, woman? A man is the closest thing to God Almighty you will have before you.